Yo! Video games.
Well, I asked about
yeah, it's like my nanny was watching.
Do kids have less empathy now in general? Well, you see that because the real problem is kids have many kids don't have consequence for their actions. That's the real problem that you're having, is that a lot of kids today don't know what consequences are. They do not see consequences for their actions. And in any consequence they do get for anything they do wrong or any, just bad actions they do is negligible, or it's irrelevant. Like it's minor. It's a slap on the wrist, the term most people use.
This is why you gotta beat your heads.
Round 3. Fight.
Well, and that's the funny argument, because I've got an argument with friends who are therapists and counselors and all that shit, and they'll be very quick to point out that corporal punishment doesn't work, blah blah blah.
Yeah. My thing is this.
I agree to a point, though.
My thing is this. Take everything away from them. If they act bad, take it away from them.
Sure.
They'll know exactly. They'll appreciate what it is that you give them.
The problem is now, though, that's a little harder to it's hard to do that now and make it feel as consequential as it used to be. Because most people don't. Most kids don't earn the things they want.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like,
exactly.
Oh, I'm going to take this away from you. Well, that sucks, and you take it away for a day, a week. And they get over it, and they don't really learn much other than they were annoyed for a little while.
No, trust me.
They don't have the feeling of, I earned it. I do not want to lose this.
But that's the thing.
It took me a while to earn that. You just fucking gave it to, I bought them a phone.
Just cut.
Because I bought them, what?
You said you're fucking.
I'm not saying myself this stream. Fuck
I thought you said you were.
No, fuck. I said it could be fucking boring.
Damn it.
You bought them a phone.
Yeah.
Because they bitched at you.
Yeah.
To buy me a phone.
Yeah.
Get ready for the
And you did it because they said, it'd be good for them. You'd be able to call them when they're out with their friends and blah, 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 blah.
Yeah. Okay, this is my thing.
They didn't earn the phone.
Well,
they'll pay for the phone. You take it away, they're annoyed. Eventually, you give it back.
Well, that's the thing. That's what I'm saying. There are essential things that they take for granted on a regular day-to-day basis. If they act up, you take away their bed. They act up, you take away their TV. They act up, you don't take away their food. You give them food that they really don't like, and you give them that. You take away things that they need.
You don't do anything with food or bedding.
That's bad. That's a no-no.
Unless you want to call her and someone from CPS showing up.
Yeah, that's the baby stuff that I can't stand.
Just feed them a little bit of poison.
Yeah, well, no, not poison,
Just
but
a little bit, not just enough.
You give them
enough to they'll learn.
Just enough to slow them down.
Yeah,
it's just to make them not as rambunctious.
Like you give them the essentials that they need, not the general stuff that we give them, like chicken and fucking
This is not left, right, and center. Someone wanted to hear a counterpoint. That's the shit that you see on public radio.
Yeah.
Left, right, and center.
Round 4.
All I'm saying is that you take things away from them, things that they take for granted. Trust me, they'll.
I mean, all 4 of us here, I'm sure, were spanked as kids, and we're fucking fine.
Oh yeah.
So.
It was back in an age where it was more acceptable.
Yeah.
But
and that's what I'm saying. It's like the pussyfooting of Americans. Like, it's crazy right now, man. Like, everybody's being pussified. It's like, oh, you shouldn't hit your kids anymore. Okay. It's not the end of the world. Yeah, there are some parents out there that are nightmares.
It's like Dave Chappelle said, I didn't smoke because I was afraid it was bad for my health. I didn't smoke because I was scared to death of what my dad would do to me
if he found out.
If he saw me smoking or found out I was smoking.
Yeah.
That's why I did in school, because I didn't want to get a 10 high.
Yeah.
Round 1.
And to me, it's funny, but it's like
smoking was just gross.
You know what the problem is? That there's the few that ruin it for the many, and the parents that don't know how to control themselves when it comes to beating their kids ruin it for the many. And of course, now you got kids going around like threatening their parents. Oh, I'll call the fucking social services and all shit. Like, okay. So
That was fun.
they're probably still watching.
They just got angry and went to the other Tekken chat that's on.
Yeah, who's playing King more often? Yeah, give me a Switch. Go get me a Switch. Like, I mean, Michael Jackson's parents were a nightmare.
No, he turned out great.
Yeah, so...
No, he did not. No, Michael Jackson did not turn out great.
No, he did not.
No, he did not.
You got
Good
Vanning
shit.
Michael's a good counterpoint.
He's a great artist, but my fucking god, that guy was not okay.
Yep. What happens when you overdo it? Like you can't. Like sometimes, and sometimes it is poor parents as well. But I mean, they just don't know how to control how.
Slip my cat
beat your children.
Round 3.
Beat the shit out.
Yeah, go get a Switch. Go get a Switch. Okay, I'll get a Switch. And then you just keep whipping them. You just keep going until there's like fucking blood and shit. Like what the? Like, what is your problem?
I think the most controversial
Hit him with a
thing-
bag of oranges. So
Honestly, the most controversial thing I probably would do as a parent would be
scare tactics.
scare tactics and make. I want my kid, if they do something bad, I want them to feel like an idiot for doing it. Like, I don't want them to be like, okay, he yelled at me because he did something I didn't want, like, he didn't want me to do, but I really wanted to do it. No, it's like, I want you to feel like a fucking moron for doing that.
Just call him a fucking moron. Look, you stupid fucking moron. You're a fucking moron, you fucking
Let
kid.
me put
Sometimes it's really bad.
Let me give you a good example of how
Sometimes
I've
it's
used
really
this in
bad.
real life.
You stupid fucking moron.
I had a student who did something once. I don't even remember what it was. It was something they shouldn't be doing. And I went up there and I said, "Why did you do that?"
Embarrassment is pretty good too.
Yeah,
you
I
could,
said-
you could cut their hair.
Well, no.
Yeah, you cut their hair.
I went up and I said, "Why did you do that?" And they're like, "Well, so and so else was doing it earlier." And I said, "Oh, so and so else was doing it. I guess that makes it okay,
Yeah.
doesn't it? I guess I can do whatever I want, as long as someone else. Anything's okay." Hey, I said, heck, let's go down to 7-Eleven right now and rob the place. Somebody's done it before. That makes it okay, doesn't it?
Take that-
We're all fine as long as someone else did something. That means it's okay to
And
do.
you take the kid with you,
Has kids.
and you fucking rob the 7-Eleven, and you make him hold a gun. Fucking hold the gun! Put the gun at his fucking head, now rob him! Yeah, we can do whatever the fuck we want, right, Billy?
Somebody else did
rob
it.
this guy! Now shoot him in the fucking leg! Because we can do whatever we want!
Terry Hall,
You fucking idiot! You fucking moron!
Terry Hall, how is that child abuse? Cutting hair is not child abuse. I'm sorry.
Could be.
It's on YouTube. You fucking give the fucking kid an old man.
Yeah, give him like a fucking
There was
old
a
man
parent
stuff like that.
who
You know what? That
Not
kid
child
never did that dumb thing again.
Yeah, he never did it again. It's
Because
not
I
child
pointed
abuse.
out to him, oh, well, someone's doing something I know is wrong.
Yeah.
But, yeah, he did it, so I guess I'm okay to do it. Oh, no, just because I didn't see it the first time does not make it okay.
Yeah, exactly.
And you should be above this, because you know it was stupid, so don't do a stupid thing just because someone else did it.
There was a parent who whose kid was bullying a girl on the way she dressed, and then she bought her daughter 1890s clothes and replaced her whole wardrobe.
There you go.
And made her go to school only wearing 1890s clothes
You
until she learned her
take
lesson.
you take the stuff away from him.
That's such bullshit. My parents use that at me all the time. Just say, I'm not angry, I'm just disappointed.
Oh my god, that's the worst.
I was just kind of like,
That is the worst.
that wasn't worse to hear. It was more just like, it was just annoying.
Well-
I'm disappointed. Like, what does that even fucking mean?
Hey,
Well, yeah, you want to
funny?
make your parents proud. Shit.
I
Most kids
want-
don't.
it works for
I
me.
did, yeah. I want to
That
make
is
my
not
parents
going to
proud.
be. That is not a catch-all for every kid.
Yeah, not for every kid. Obviously, some
That is
kids
not a
hate their
catch-all.
parents. Yeah, some kids hate their parents and don't give a shit if they're disappointed.
Well, the
But
girls,
for-
if I
Yeah.
give them
It's
that
like-
look, like I'm disappointed,
Like, oh, I'm disappointed in you.
done.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Right. If I make
oh, I'm sorry. Disappointing my parents. Standing up for equal rights disappoints my parents. Should I be concerned about that too?
Right, because you disagree with your parents a lot. If there's a certain level of respect for the parents at that point, then yeah, obviously disappointing them would be like devastating for you.
Yeah, it's like,
But for you, obviously, you knew your parents were wrong on a certain level.
well,
so you're
no,
like,
I'm just saying, like, it's not going to work for every kid.
Yeah, it doesn't work for
Because the
every
thing is like, you don't. If you've gotten to a point where a kid doesn't care about your.
Well, that's how they end up in porn. That's how they end up in porn. They don't give a shit what the parents think. They're like, fuck, I'm just gonna go start getting my ass filled with all his
That's
dicks.
why you sit there and say, you don't go on, don't say, I'm disappointed in you. You're like, are you a fucking idiot?
Yeah.
Here, sit your ass on the couch. We're watching Requiem for a Dream. And you're going to tell me how glamorous that life looks.
Yeah.
fuck.
And then they'll show you Pretty Lady, and it's like, look, it's great.
It's like, right for that. If this movie ends, I'm going to be like, is that what you want?
Yep.
You want to go ass to ass for some fucking sugar daddy?
You show.
Look at here, motherfucker.
Round 4.
Just show them the Human Centipede, and they'll get it. Yeah.
No, but I mean, like Requiem for a Dream is a film kind of sort of based in a reality.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, oh, people get all fucked up and they get into that fucking shitty lifestyle and then they go ass to ass
Oh, God.
for some fucking nasty ass guy.
Yeah.
Because they need their fix so bad.
Yeah, that's what it is, man.
There is no catch-all solution. Exactly.
Yeah, it's true too. I mean, every kid is different, every parent's different, every situation is different.
You gotta know what
You
you're
just
dealing
reminded me that's in this game. Yeah, I was like, I want to try that.
That's the problem. Is when you don't know your kids, like the Harambe kid. Like
That kid was fucking 4.
the mother didn't know.
Idiot! Fucking idiot!
The mother
That's
didn't
just
know
not
how.
paying attention to where he is.
Yeah.
That's not like, oh, I don't know my kid. I don't know.
You
what
should
I'm
know
doing.
your kid
He's
is gonna
fucking 3 or 4.
You have 4 years to figure out if your kid is crazy enough to jump inside of a fucking whatchamacallit.
That is true.
Yes.
And
That
here's
is
the
true.
thing, too.
That is
There
true.
are-
But I'm not gonna hold the kid.
No, I'm not holding the kid.
Like, oh, why
I'm
were
holding
you?
the parents.
How come you weren't smart enough not to know?
Yeah,
not
I'm
to
not
hold
doing
your
that.
kid?
No.
Your kid's like 3 or 4.
The
He's
parents should be
not.
smart enough to know that your kid
Yes.
is crazy enough to do that.
In
So,
that sense, yes, they should
yeah.
have been known. Like, hey, my kid tends to fucking
fucking
wander.
go, yeah. So
And here's the thing
Into
too.
gorilla cages.
There's
Yeah.
a thing too. There are places where you should watch your kids extra. Subways. In the subway,
Yeah,
you don't fucking let your kid leave your sight. Your kid has to fucking hold your hand. A zoo where there's dangerous animals, you gotta fucking watch them.
Yeah.
You're in this park that's like padded, you let the fucking kid
Put it
run
this way:
around.
if you've ever had to deal with your kid wandering away or them climbing on a structure they shouldn't have, I wouldn't take them to a zoo.
Oh, shit. Fuck it. You know brain? No, you don't.
Here's the internet. Here's some pictures of some crazy animals.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll fart in your face. It smells like that.
First time?
Tony Ann says, if you guys could learn any fighting style, what would it be?
Remember?
Tai Chi.
Remember when kids were on
That's not
leashes?
Weren't on
That's the whole thing.
When kids
The
were.
Red
oh,
Dawn. Happy Dude Day.
They're still on.
I see
Red
nothing
Dawn.
wrong with that. I don't see anything wrong
I
with
remember
Hey,
when.
you know what?
No,
I tended to wander away when I was 2. So you know what my mom did? I think my grandma bought her a leash.
Yeah.
I was too young to really remember this, but apparently my mom said it was just horrible.
Yeah.
I would be on a leash and I'd be trying to get away.
If your kid has
And my mom
trouble,
was like, "You tended to wander. I had to put you on a leash."
if your kid
Okay.
has trouble listening to you and refuses to listen to you, and they're in that stage where they just don't listen to their parents, you put them on a leash. You put them on
Well,
a
you
leash.
usually like find like running water and hang them by 1 foot under running water, and
What?
then they'll start listening.
What the fuck?
And then you don't let them drown. You just kinda get to that point. It's almost waterboarding.
Almost.
Stabbin's got it right. Shadasaurus
You
Rex,
gotta
10
be a
months.
good dad.
If you won't watch a child, don't have one.
You gotta be a good dad, okay?
Yeah, if you don't want to watch a kid, don't have a kid.
They're too busy having sex to listen.
I do the same thing to myself, you know? I do that to my parents.
Yeah.
See?
If they, yeah,
I
your
did it
parents
to
all
my
have it.
parents.
It's shit.
My parents didn't do it to me, but I thought, this is a good way to learn.
You're right. That makes sense. I like that logic.
You're here watching for your kids.
Something wrong with the audio? There's nothing wrong with the
Fucking
audio.
A, you fucking. Come on.
Waterboarding isn't child abuse. It's fine.
Watching them.
Our president
I
said
remember
it was.
that
Our
skit.
president-elect said it was fine.
Yeah. Trump said it was fine. So you can almost waterboard your kids. That's what you should do then. You should also kill them and then bring them back to life. Be like, I can do that again.
Yes.
Do it. I can do that again.
Can you imagine
I
if
have
you had
voodoo
that?
juju magic.
Could you imagine if you had that power?
What was
Take
that
their
skit?
life.
What was that skit?
Yeah, back
Like,
to
yeah,
the-
you want to go do that again?
You're gonna listen now, aren't you?
You gonna listen? You gonna learn?
What was that skit on TV? Like, it was like, hey, your kid's acting up. Give them like, to make them go to sleep, and they like put this fucking thing over their face, and it was just, and then they like skip to like a doctor, and he was like, this is just chloroform, and they're like just chloroforming all the kids and shit. It was like a weird skit. I can't remember which show it was from, but it was fucking hilarious.
You guys talking about the fucking stage with the money? You guys talking about the stage?
Yeah, it's the fucking coins.
Oh, they can't hear the points.
I'm listening to the stream on my end. Are you talking about the coins on the stage? Here, I'll turn down the game volume for y'all. Is it still happening? Is it still happening?
Oh, fuck.
Are you guys serious? Was everyone?
Yeah,
There was
it
a
was nap
horrible
time.
high-pitched noise.
It
I
was
don't know what's going on.
It's
We'll
the
pick a
point.
different level. We'll pick a different level.
I don't think anyone's played Tekken.
Yeah, it's nap time. Yeah, it's fucking. They were like, "Hey, here's your kids acting up. Give them some nap time." And the parents would like just fucking cover their faces.
All your
with...
kids are fucking idiots.
It's
That's what they
fine.
do.
The coins are loud as fuck. Well, that's Tekken.
Then you make YouTube videos on, and then you put them on YouTube, and you get a lot of views, and you make
I got
money.
baited.
Stupidity.
I got baited by tech problems. Sorry.
Now you know how to bait Max.
Yeah, you bait me with like, I'm getting horrible frame drops, or what is that crazy sound? And if there's at least 10 people saying it, fuck you. Then I will do something about it.
That's why few couples are the best fucking in the world.
Honestly,
The pro will see the most
the
amount
thing
of-
I would fear most about having kids is their teenage years. I said before, we need to invent
No, it ends at that point.
bunkers.
What happens with children? I'm
Put
an
them
expert.
into bunkers.
You
Then
train
you
your
can put
kid
food
in.
down the chute and say, you are in this bunker from 13 to 18. And then when you get out, you fucking leave the house.
What you do is
Or pay
you
rent.
trade your kid in as soon as they're born. Within a couple weeks, you make sure they get the breast milk and all that shit, so they're not dead. And then you go and trade them in for store credit that goes to a baby family, a family that actually likes babies.
Yeah.
And then you get the kid back around 5 years old.
Nice.
And then from 5 years old till about 13, that is the time when you have your kid. And then at 13, it's just over.
Damage though.
Yeah, yeah.
It's just they're either gonna kill you or you're gonna kill them. That's just how it goes.
You know what's funny? Some parents actually do that. They take them to military schools.
You trade them in.
You put them
trade them in for store credit.
Once they become teenagers, you send them to military school, and then you're done with them until they get older.
That's just lazy parenting.
Oh, okay, you're right.
If there's no battle to the death around the age of
could you
13, that
imagine-
is lazy parenting.
Battle to the death.
Could you imagine how much peaceful your house would be if you could do that?
Parents do that though.
Well, rich parents do that.
Yeah.
Send your kids to Hogwarts.
You
Wizard
imagine.
fucking.
Go to fucking military school.
Yeah.
I don't want to deal with your shit.
Take them down there, and they're like, "You're fine." They'll straighten them out real quick, especially if they start acting up. You're like, "Oh, just take them down there." Or take them on one of those scared straight programs. Those things are hilarious to watch. See all these
I will
fucking-
mush your motherfucking face. I will piss your ass. You know what I'll do to you in here?
And the kids are like, "Fuck you, fuck
This
you."
dumb, funny looking motherfucker.
Shit is funny to watch, man.
And at 13, you either get thrown into a volcano or your kid throws you into a volcano. Like,
Pretty
you either throw your kid into a volcano. Everything boils down to the Heihachi family bloodline, okay?
Yeah.
Obviously, you've never had children before.
They do something-
Right?
no, this
Or
guy-
you grew up in some weird
It's an
family.
awful
Okay,
thing.
okay.
This kid does something bad, and it's like, well, you're gonna get punished. What? You have to beat ghosts and goblins,
Oh.
or you're getting the switch. Like ghosts and goblins. I don't wanna.
Final round. Fight.
My parents were Asian. No need for military school.
Oh god.
Damn.
Oh!
Damn. Well, you know what? I think that's a cultural thing too. Like they really emphasize on fucking structure and discipline and all that crazy shit. So it's like something that's in the house for a long
We're
time.
Asian. We don't like you until you're an adult.
I remember that too.
Number 2 pencil. Why do you not use number 1?
I remember that too. Like some friends of mine, like I think it was Korean friends that it
My
was their
son
brother.
B in algebra.
We were playing
I have no
basketball.
son.
And they were playing basketball, and they ended up arguing with each other at the end of the basketball game, and they went home arguing. And I never saw them. I never saw those two for like the next month. And the parents went in on those two kids. They couldn't go out. They couldn't do anything. They just focus on their studies. You go
There's
home,
no argue.
What did they do wrong?
They were arguing with each other. They came home arguing with each other. That's what they did.
Oh.
And the parents saw them arguing, and they were like, "You're
They
done."
disrupted the peace.
Yeah. You come home arguing
You
with
got
each other,
B.
you're done.
You disgrace the whole family.
Yeah, that's literally what it is, dude. Like, you disgrace shit. And it's... Well, that's what I mean about...
A minus. I have no son.
you disappoint your parents, you know? That's what I mean. Like, that's what they mean by that.
I have no son.
Urban jungle.
Get ready for the next battle.
Urban Ray.
Okay. I am picking Marduk next.
Oh, yeah, that's
I
right.
totally forgot. Again. Killing me.
Behavior management tips for a quiet type of teacher. Establish authority as early as you can.
Yeah, that's true. Like I said, can't be your friend.
Oh, you can be your friend, but
I can be the friend. I'm their friend, but then I turn into dad mode, and they're wrecked. They're like, "Fuck." You don't want to
As long as you establish authority. That's the,
you
that's
just,
the main thing.
I'm like,
like honestly, just come off a little hard edge at
Oh, yeah.
first, and then slowly soften up as afterwards. just so that they know where it can go. Or like you start hard and then you soften up a little bit. Then you can become their friend after they get to know you a little better.
Sounds like a porno.
I don't know what pornos you watch where guys soften up.
Yeah, after they're
Shitty
hard.
fucking porno.
After they're hard.
Why the fuck would you keep cameras rolling? Jesus, Steve, I want to watch guys go limp. My favorite kind of porno.
That's the 90s. They show you all that shit. 90s porno, they don't give a fuck. They'll show you the guy's expressions. They'll show you his varicose veins.
Couple limp dick fuck-ups.
Yep.
Interesting. Lupinko just tweeted, made another tweet. Says, I like how Fox is forever tied to Marvel, even in Capcom's, posting a link to Alien vs. Predator. Interesting.
Fox is forever tied. Well, yeah.
Fox is forever tied to Marvel, even in Capcom.
Oh, the chick from...
Yeah. Because Capcom made Alien vs. Predator,
Yeah,
which is all Fox licenses.
exactly.
And they own the X-Men.
So what could that mean?
X-Men characters will be in.
It could mean that X-Men character's going to be in it. It also could mean that
Doesn't mean
she's going to be in it.
Makoto's not going to be in the game.
Makoto could be in it, man.
No, she won't. Is it Makoto?
Is it Makoto? Who's the chick's name in AVP? The awesome, the fucking super badass girl character.
Okay.
Like what's Lynn? Yeah, Lynn Kurosawa.
Lynn Kurosawa.
Yeah, Lynn. Oh my god, if fucking Lynn made it into
Lynn's not going to be in the game.
Oh my god. Holy shit.
There's no game, and she's not going to be in it.
That's true. Your dog got you a preview build of Marvel 4? Oh my god! Send it to me, Alpha. I can't wait to see it. Apparently everyone's playing this game and I haven't played it yet.
Oh, shit.
Marvel vs. Capcom 4.
My fucking cousin.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Final Fantasy
Everybody
15.
knows about it, everyone's played it, they've beaten it, and they've won tournaments. I've never seen it before.
My uncle's played it already.
And then they've unlocked all the characters and they're complaining about DLC. I haven't even seen the game.
Speaking of crazy uncles, I had I don't know what you would call an uncle's cousin in your family, second cousin or whatever.
Yeah, around there.
Dude, my Thanksgiving was hilarious because this guy who, one of those crazy stories, right? So your uncle's cousin, he's a contractor. He does all kinds of building and like renovation stuff. So he works around here, around Hollywood. He had all these crazy stories, which I don't really believe, but he was talking about South Park Studios, what's in there, and he was talking about Jimmy Fallon. And he was saying, like, Jimmy Fallon, like, they had, like, he said he installed the bathrooms for not Fallon, Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel.
Kimmel. And he said he had gold-plated handlebars put in his bathroom. They had this workroom. They have a table where they just have, like, a bunch of cocaine just out on the table. He says, when I was installing that mirror, and again, I don't really believe him, but he's like, I was installing the mirror in the bathroom, and there was every fucking pill in the world in little, like, medical bottles in there. And people would just come and what? And he's like, really? Like, I was like, yeah. And he said the people, all the producers and all the other people, technicians there were like, what? This is normal. He's like, wait, you want some? Go ahead, have some.
Fucking Hollywood.
Hollywood.
They just imagine it. They're like break room. They just fucking have just like a clump of cocaine just on the table.
Giant mound of blow.
I'll give you the story.
It says free with an arrow to it.
He was saying South Park Studios has cocaine and marijuana in the kitchen cabinet in like the food containers in their kitchen with next to their cereal and all the other.
I don't know.
that they eat.
Maybe not South Park.
Okay, they straight up talked about how they dropped acid right before they went to the Oscars.
Yeah, that's because they just wanted to do shit like that. But in Hollywood, like, I have a buddy.
So again, I don't know that I believe him, but
who worked for a very famous producer. Steve was there. And we ended up going to his production office. He's like, yeah, you guys want to fucking hang out? I got the key to the production office. We go to the production office, and they have a hooker book.
Yep, the hooker book. I remember that.
It is a book that is like
where they pick up hookers.
Yellow pages,
yep.
And then all these hookers.
They're escorts.
Yeah, they're escorts,
right?
Hookers. It was hooker book.
Hooker book?
The hooker book.
Escorts.
And it had a picture of all these fucking hot girls with numbers.
It was the most
And this was
hilarious thing ever.
a big-time Hollywood producer who made some fucking A-list fucking blockbusters.
Hooker book.
It was Jerry Maguire.
Ah, just fucking Hollywood, dude. Like, that shit is like the norm.
But yeah.
Yeah, fucking.
I
a
kind
box
of would believe
Cuban
Jimmy
cigars.
Kimmel's would have just like a workroom full of cocaine and pills
Jimmy
in the
Kimmel, I can
bathroom.
believe it.
Matt and Trey, I definitely believe they fucking put weed next to their cereal.
Fuck.
Put weed in their cereal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think Man Trade do
They have hemp
cocaine
milk.
and shit like that. I don't know.
Well, this was the production studio.
Yeah.
Like everyone who works on fucking South Park, animators and everything.
Yeah.
And when
The
they have to
animators are
bust
different.
that shit out in like a day, they're probably getting fucking like
Toasted.
toasted high. Like, so I could almost see that happening. Sounds like a board game, though. Hooker book. Okay,
Yeah, it's
I'll
like
play that
Guess Who
shit.
with hookers.
I'll play that shit.
Yes.
It's Guess Who with
Does
hookers.
she look like a bitch? Weed instead of strawberries and Special K.
I'll buy it. Oh my god, just go low. I'm messing up.
Jimmy has narcolepsy, so that cocaine makes sense. Again, these were not. I'm not saying Matt and
It didn't
Trey,
happen, yeah.
and I'm not saying Jimmy Kimmel were doing it. I'm saying in the production offices in which all kinds of people who work there have access to, like break room shit, have access to fucking drugs. Apparently,
I'm not saying they were doing drugs. All I'm saying is
It was
that I have
available.
eyewitness accounts and evidence that they do drugs all the fucking time.
let me just say, all I know is one guy was the fucking uncle.
shit.
Told me they have access to it anytime they want. Which, well, yeah, I guess so. Does that really
Or
fucking
middle
surprise
size.
anyone? Yeah, there's about like a gig patch on that
Hooker
thing.
book. There was
One came out today. A
Mm-hmm.
brand new one.
Doesn't really help.
I mean, if you're gonna have a hooker book, you must have cocaine, because the hookers hate cocaine.
There was Cuban fucking cigars.
I love this game
and just
so much.
so much
I can always play it. There's always room for Bloodborne.
forever
there's
game.
always room for more Bloodborne.
There's always room for Bloodborne.
Fuck. If I had a fight stick, I'd probably do a lot better.
Ugh.
Oh, nice.
Download the
Your guys
patch.
caught the nose
God
candy.
damn. Ouch.
Nasty.
Nose
What?
candy.
Two,
Nose-
the wall, grab her from the wall.
Nose
Yeah,
candy's
look at that.
probably healthier
Wow.
than regular candy.
Nasty.
Craig Martin.
No shit, one of my favorite JonTron skits of all time is the Sonic one.
Gigas is not Marek, guys. Gigas is just
Yeah.
a totally different character.
They just run and move the same and attack the same.
I don't think so. The same shit. Stop talking. Wow.
They do, man. You tried to play all the characters from like Tekken 5, and you tried to play them that way in Tekken
Shit.
7, and you couldn't do shit. You're like, what the fuck? What's going on? It's a different game. He's Marduk.
Okay.
You have to deal with it.
Okay, man.
He is. Guys, Gigas is Marduk, right? Tell me for some of the guys that watch Green Tekken 24/7, tell me Gigas is Marduk, because he is.
I forgot the rest of it. I haven't used it in forever.
Tekken's like riding a bike, Steve.
Can we get some dude stairs for Max since he loves to troll? Oh, shit. Alright, that's not right.
Wow.
Max, that is so true. Yes, correct. Gigas is not
Get in
fun.
here.
Yup.
See, yes, Gigas equals Marduk. One person said Gigas is not Marduk. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Fight.
Nice.
Fucking shit, man.
Seven's been in arcades for a while now, hasn't it?
7 is a 2-year-old game.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, 7's gonna be over 2 years old, potentially, by the time it comes out.
Shit, yeah, arcade and shit.
We're gonna be getting a new old game.
Isn't that exciting?
Everybody in fucking Japan has already played the damn thing to death. But we'll get a newer version of an old game. That's what we'll get. And we'll get, like, you know, all the little extras and shit, too, so.
It means it's going to take a long fucking time for America to catch up if they ever do.
Yeah.
So it probably won't. How does
I
Tekken
don't know if
do?
America's ever dominated
Yeah,
Tekken.
Tekken.
I was going to
Yeah,
say,
always
how does
been.
America do in Tekken
I
tournaments?
mean, I think there's like Tekken players in America, but they are like Korean guys.
Probably
Wow,
Aris.
good,
I
man.
thought Aris was
Those are
good at
okay.
this shit.
Hey, stream's over.
Alright.
No, fuck with that one. I'm just happy. I'm popping
What's
off.
wrong?
That's fine, that's fine.
What's wrong?
I'm not too worried about it.
Huh? What happened?
Oh.